What's the scariest ride right now? And on which roller coaster can you speed up to 149 miles per hour? Let's go to the amusement parks and see it all for ourselves. This is Infinity, and in this episode I'll show you the scariest, most unusual, and record-breaking rides in the world that you wouldn't dare go. The Strap. Let's start with a ride that, although not very new, is still considered to be the scariest in the world. To be more precise, there are 3 rides at once. They're located on the observation tower of the Stratosphere Las Vegas Hotel and Casino. The rides are called Big Shot, Insanity, and X-Scream, and each one boasts its own special features. Big Shot is a free-fall tower. It was once the tallest of its kind, but has since been surpassed. But even today, Big Shot can scare anyone. The ride itself is 160 feet high, but considering that all 3 rides are on the roof of the hotel, the total height is 1,079 feet. Visitors ascend to this height at a speed of 44 miles per hour and 4 times acceleration. For a few seconds, they admire Las Vegas from a bird's eye view, and then they're thrown down, making them feel the sensation of freefall. Insanity is a merry-go-round. The name suits it just right. After all, the merry-go-round is located at a height of 885 feet. Visitors are spinning at a couple of dozens of meters from the tower at a speed of 40 miles per hour. While spinning, they experience not only the joy of ride, but also the thrill of the ride. Besides, while spinning, they experience not only a fear, but also considerable 3G forces. At the same time, during the rotation, people are face down and are not in closed cabins, but on open seats. So the sensation of spinning over the abyss is simply inexpressible. Finally, X-Scream. From some angles, it might seem that this ride is the most innocuous of the 3, but to me it's the creepiest one. The car is located at a height of 866 feet, and at a speed of 30 miles per hour it takes visitors into the abyss, literally. The rail is at a steep incline. The car accelerates rapidly and flies into the abyss, going over the edge of the roof. At the moment of braking, the front of the car is far beyond the end of the rail, and people feel that they're about to slip down. Only powerful brakes save them from imminent death. I forgot to mention that the Las Vegas rides are quite old. The first one opened in 1996 and the last one in 2005. The next ride in this episode is brand new. It opened last year and is now bidding for the scariest ride of 2022. I'm talking about Bollywood Skyflyer. It's the highest swing ride in the world at the moment. It's located in an amusement park in Dubai. Bollywood Skyflyer reaches 459 feet in height. And unlike the Vegas Insanity, the height is calculated strictly from the ground, not from the roof. The swing ride on the level of a 45-story skyscraper is very epic and creepy. Visitors are spinning virtually above the abyss. Although the ride itself is scary, thrill seekers get a unique chance to enjoy fantastic views of the amusement park and its surroundings. Also, the park complex includes a roller coaster, Ferris wheel, which is 180 feet high, and gastronomic alley with national Indian cuisine. It's not by chance that there's the word Bollywood in the name of the swing ride. SCAD Tower. One of the prerequisites for dangerous rides is reliable insurance. After all, no one would want a visitor to get smashed to pieces, right? But that's not the case in Denmark. Here you can find an unbelievable ride that has no insurance. And while there are nuances, that's pretty much it. SCAD Tower is a crazy ride in a Danish amusement park. Like the free fall tower, visitors can experience the feeling of weightlessness, but without any insurance. Visitors are lifted to a height of 131 feet, attached to a rope, and then released from the attachment. As a result, a person flies straight down. Fortunately, not on the asphalt, but on the grid. Nevertheless, even this is very scary because the height of the fall is about 98 to 131 feet. In addition, during the flight, a thrill seeker reaches a speed of 55 miles per hour. Although the free fall lasts very little, for people who have tried it, a whole life flew by in these seconds. The ride itself is quite reliable, but it's not safe for people with frayed nerves. People with heart problems, back problems, or who suffer from epilepsy are not allowed here, and rightly so. Even not every healthy person can withstand such a fall. Kingda Ka. What rides do we think of when it comes to the real extreme? Roller coasters, of course. This is a true classic of any amusement park. I'm sure many of you have been on roller coasters, But have you ever been on the highest one? Kingda Ka is the real leader among all similar rides. Its height is 456 feet. And not only is it the tallest, but also the second fastest roller coaster in the world. I'll show you the leader very soon. The roller coaster is located in the U.S. state of New Jersey. A thrill seeker who dares to ride this terrifying roller coaster will experience unreal emotions, because in just 3.5 seconds, the car accelerates to 127 miles per hour. Due to such a tremendous speed, a miniature train easily climbs to the top of the tower, the height of which is 456 feet. Even this emotion is enough for a long time, but that's not all, because the tower has a 90-degree slope. So after the rapid ascent to the tower, the car just as quickly rushes down. All in all, an unforgettable experience is guaranteed. Formula Rossa. And here's the world's fastest roller coaster. Like the scariest ride of 2022, it's located in the UAE, but not in Dubai, but in Abu Dhabi. Formula Rossa accelerates to 149 miles per hour, and it does it in just 5 seconds. And this isn't the limit. It's believed that the speed can reach 174 miles per hour. But in this case, the ride will not be safe. The acceleration mechanism of this roller coaster is similar to the acceleration mechanism used on modern fighter jets and airplanes. That is, visitors can literally experience what pilots feel. Just like the pilots, they also experience G loading during the insane journey. It's almost 5 Gs. Because of the incredible speed, all passengers must wear protective goggles before boarding. There's a great risk of a possible collision with particles in the air or insects. After the acceleration, the car rises to a height of 170 feet and makes a total circle of just over 1.2 miles long. By the way, even the famous Formula One racing drivers, Fernando Alonso and Felipe Massa, tested this roller coaster. These guys are used to high speeds, but Formula Rossa impressed even them. Takabisha. If Formula Rossa is the fastest roller coaster, Takabisha is the steepest. The angle of incline here is 121 degrees. It's hard to imagine that's even possible. The roller coaster is located in Japan. All in all, it's a regular roller coaster except for one section. After a quick ride on the rails and several turns, the car begins to move to the top point with the rails at an angle of 90 degrees. Even this is already very creepy. But then the fun begins. Having reached a height of 141 feet, the car stops for a moment and rushes down at an angle of 121 degrees. The fall from the top lasts only a few seconds. At this point, passengers experience a state of weightlessness, like astronauts. The entire ride takes about 2 minutes, but that's more than enough time to get incredible emotions. Kilimanjaro. Let's leave the roller coaster for a while and look at other creepy and record-breaking rides. It's not just the steep roller coasters that can be scary. It can also be scary slide down a water slide, especially if that water slide reaches a height of a 17-story building. Located in Brazil, Kilimanjaro is the highest water slide in the world at the moment. At the same time, it's one of the creepiest. For a couple of years, it was second only to the Verrückt water slide in Kansas City. That one was 168 feet high. But it was quickly shut down after an incident in which a visitor died on the way down. Fortunately, there were no fatalities in Kilimanjaro, although the water slide itself is only slightly inferior to the closed Verrückt. Its height is 163 feet. The angle of inclination reaches 60 degrees. When going down, a person develops a speed of 62 miles per hour and finds themselves at the bottom just 5 seconds after start. Would you like to slide down this water slide, which is named after an African volcano? Catapult. Another cool attraction is the catapult. Here, you don't have to go down like on a water slide. On the contrary, the destination is strictly upwards. Many experts call the most terrible catapult the one that's located in the Russian St. Petersburg amusement park called Divo Ostrov. This ride, by the way, is considered one of the most dangerous in the world. In 2016, one passenger even died from stress after a few minutes in the catapult. The St. Petersburg catapult is often referred to as the hellish machine, and this is no exaggeration. A passenger is placed in a special metal sphere and securely fastened. A few seconds pass, and the catapult shoots upward. The person flies to the sky as if they flew out of the cannon's muzzle. They end up on the level of the 20th floor. But that's not all, because right during the flight, the sphere also flips over. As a result, the passenger becomes disoriented and experiences palpable G-loading. All of this is very impressive. Many people who have been on this catapult told that they've never experienced anything like it before. T-Express. Let's get back to the roller coaster. Although I've told you a lot about them today, you haven't seen one yet. After all, we're used to roller coasters being made of metal. T-Express, on the other hand, is made entirely of wood. This roller coaster is located in the South Korean city of Yongbyon, in the Everland amusement park. Wooden construction doesn't prevent this roller coaster ranking 4th in the world in terms of steepness. The maximum slope is 77 degrees. It's also the 9th fastest, 4th highest, and 3rd longest wooden roller coaster in the world. The car with passengers has an impressive speed of up to 65 miles per hour. Once the car accelerates, it floats in the open space at a height of 183 feet. Passengers are given only 3 minutes to overcome steep turns, but during this time, visitors to the ride will have an incredible opportunity to overcome more than 10 steep turns, experiencing the feeling of weightlessness 12 times and fully feel the force of gravity. And finally, one of the most unusual rides you'll ever find. It's located in Chicago, in the 875 North Michigan Avenue skyscraper. On the 94th floor of this 100-story building, there's the observation deck where the Tilt ride appeared a few years ago. The name speaks for itself. People stand in special compartments, limited by handrails, take hold of them, and then the transparent section begins to tilt at a height of 1,000 feet. The slope reaches 30 degrees, so in the final phase, it seems as if you're falling down. Even though the section is securely fastened, such an experience leaves no one unemotional. Even experienced thrill seekers get shaky knees and sweaty palms. So this ride is a must-visit for anyone looking for new emotions. That's all, guys. What was the scariest ride you ever rode? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you later.